What is up, guys? This is Syphic coming back at you with another pickups video. And my previous video, it was kind of short, kind of quick. I don't know if you guys saw it about a week ago. It was a pre-SC3 pickups video, basically just showing some stuff I was planning on selling that day, but I kind of got a little under the weather. Got to the event kind of late and didn't really get to bring any of my stuff out. So basically everything you saw in the previous video is still available, because I didn't really sell anything, because I didn't bring anything out, because I didn't feel like selling anything. So a lot of that stuff is still available. If you watch previous pickups video, a bunch of turbo stuff, some pretty nice lots, some pretty good games. So that stuff is up for sale and for trade still. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, message me on Facebook or email me. This video has a lot of cool stuff that I promised I was going to show you guys. There's even some stuff that I probably will show you later, because it's not really, I don't know, it's better to just do a video on certain specific items. But let's start off with a couple of stuff that I've been able to pick up. I've got a lot of good turbo stuff. Narrowing it down to the last few boxes that I need. These games here all need boxes, so I'm looking for those. If you guys have any Turbografx boxes for sale, let me know. I'm going to show you guys a couple that I got here as well. First off, I want to thank my brother, one of my cool game bros, Lucas, was able to pick up a SuperGrafx pretty cheap. I already have one, but this is a lot nicer than the one that I have, so I'll be keeping this one and trading off the other one, or selling it off. So if anyone is looking for a SuperGrafx, hit me up. I have one for sale or for trade. But this one is pretty nice, so I'm keeping this one, and hopefully I'll box it soon. Been looking for a box for the SuperGrafx, but he was able to hook this up pretty cheap on his local Facebook group, so thank you, Lucas. Good looking out. Some dude had a couple of items for sale. First off was the TurboDuo sticker. I actually didn't have one of these. At least I don't think I have one. I might have. I'm not sure now that I think about it, but it was really cheap. And he had this like really interesting kind of DIY like tip book. It's basically photocopied, but it's kind of neat. It's somebody put this together back in the 90s, and it has a bunch of cheat codes and stuff like that. And it's called the Bigger, Badder, and Extra Improved Turbo Code Sheet. I tossed that in, so that was kind of cool. Pretty interesting little piece. You know, back in the day, they were doing everything, you know, like little zines and stuff, which is pretty neat. Some of you might remember the Turbo list back in the day, which was an email list. And a while back, a cool bro of mine hooked it up with a XE1 Pro joystick, and somebody had a box for sale. So I was able to pick up the box for it. So now I have the XE1 Pro in the box, which is pretty cool. So it's a really nice controller to have. If you guys haven't picked up one of these, they're kind of expensive. They're about 80 to 100 bucks, maybe more. And they have a lot of different features built in, you know, built-in tap and all kinds of stuff like that. So really, really nice to have that boxed. Another connection of mine that always seems to find turbo stuff and always comes through, hooked it up with a couple of items. I do have a box Duo, but my manual is kind of beat up. This is the manual that I had in it. It's a little like I might have gotten wet a couple of times, but he hooked it up with a nicer copy, so that's in my box. So now I have this extra spare TurboDuo manual for sale or for trade. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, a couple little stains here and there, but it'll still get the job done. So if anyone out there is looking for a TurboDuo manual, hit me up. This is for sale and for trade. He also had a spare turbo tap that he threw in for, I think that's for like 10 bucks. And then he also tossed in a Turbografx extension cable, which I can't seem to find. It's somewhere over there. Also want to throw out a big shout out to Jody and Sean over at Turbo Reproductions. They put together some awesome HuCards, and I picked up a couple. I picked up a couple of magical chases, which are pretty cool. I'm not sure if I showed these in one of my last videos or not, but they're pretty neat. I was able to pick up the black magical chase, and I also picked up the white magical chase. So these are pretty cool. I did pick up a few extras, so if anyone's looking for some and they don't want to wait on the list, let me know. I have some for sale as well. Or if any of the local guys need them, hit me up. Also, ran across an eBay ad for somebody who had a bunch of like boxes for Turbo games, like boxes that the original games came in when they were shipped to stores. For example, I picked up a bunch of them. This guy had like 20, 30 of them, so I picked them all up. The big box basically says Turbografx software on them. It tells you how many it contains of a particular game. Like for instance, this one contains 3 to 4 packs of Prince of Persia. It has Turbo Technologies on here. I got some for like Buster Brothers and just a bunch of games. And so you open them up, and there's like smaller boxes that would contain like 2 or 3 games. See, so Prince of Persia, and I have a bunch of them. There's a bunch of other games as well. So they're kind of cool to have. They're empty, but they're pretty neat. So I had to pick those up. They were pretty cheap, so I just decided to jump on them and bought them all. I asked him if I could buy them all. He said, yeah, go ahead, buy them all. Another buddy of mine on the actually on the Facebook forums, ran across a copy of Dynastic Hero, but just the manual only. But recently I was, somebody did list a Dynastic Hero, pretty cheap disc only, and I kind of passed on it. Now I regret it because I could have at least had the majority of the game with the manual. So if the game ever pops up again, I have the manual. Or if somebody out there has a game and maybe wants this manual, hit me up. I might trade it, since I do need the game, but I do want it complete. So that'll be for sale or trade, or if someone out there has the disc in the back, then hit me up so I can complete the game. Be awesome. Now the same gentleman that hooked it up with that Turbo Tap also had a bunch of magazines for sale, and I was able to get one that I've been looking for forever, and that is the Video Games and Computer Entertainment. The PC-Engine comes to America. I had to get this. I think I got this for like $3. And it's the VGCE July 1989. Basically announcing, the PC-Engine is here. And this is what it looks like. And I guess it pretty much talks about the system, games that are coming out, and so on and so forth. So I thought that was really, really cool to have. And I'm glad to add this to my collection. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. In the Facebook group, somebody actually had this, which I thought was pretty neat, and they were giving it away. So I said, hey, I'll take it. And that is the Laser Active manual. I did pick up a Laser Active last year through a trade, and now I have the manual for it. It's pretty cool too. It has all the warranty paperwork and stuff like that as well. So, and yeah, and it was free. The guy mailed it out, sent it to me, and I got it. So that's pretty cool to have. Awesome. Another addition to the collection. Let's see here. Some gentleman actually ran across a bunch of Turbografx promo stuff, and he actually had them pretty cheap. I actually didn't pay much for these compared to what I've seen them go on eBay for. First off, a sealed pack of Splatterhouse shoelaces, and these are still in their little wrapper. They've never been unwrapped. So another cool item to add. He also had some of these Bonk stickers. He also had some Splatterhouse stickers. It's pretty rad. But the one cool thing that I thought was really neat that he had were the TTI TurboDuo authorized dealer decals. I guess you would probably put these on your display case at a game store or on your window, letting your customers know that you are an authorized TurboDuo TTI dealer. That was pretty neat. It's a big giant sticker basically from what it looks like. And those were actually pretty cheap. I was actually pretty excited to get those for the price that I did. Another rad piece that I've been wanting for a long time, saw this a long time ago and been wanting to add this to my collection, and that is the Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective Volume 2 matchbook. What's pretty neat about this is that it looks like a matchbook and everything, but when you open it up, let's try to gently open this up here. There's a little, see, it looks like a matches. Remove the little instruction card, and it's actually a calculator. Pretty interesting. It tells you how to put in the battery on here, the little instructions, but yeah, basically it's a little matchbook calculator. Little promotional item, maybe from CES or something like that, back in the day, promoting Consulting the Detective, Sherlock Holmes. So pretty excited to have this into the collection as well. Along with that deal came a couple of items that I was able to snatch up, and I was able to finally pick up the box for Samurai Ghost. So now I have Samurai Ghost complete in case. and this gentleman has had them still in the wrapper with the tray and everything. So knocked another one off the list of games that I needed boxes for. Another one he had as well in minty shape is Fighting Street, also still with the little wrapper. I was able to complete that one, so pretty badass to have this one back in the collection. And last but not least, he also had Vig's Tactical Gladiator, another box that I needed. I already had the game, just needed the box. Pretty minty shape, pretty excited to have that one. Looks like it's a little bit of fading. Looks like it was probably, because you could tell this used to be orange. But other than that, it's in minty condition. I ain't gonna complain. So nice to have that in the collection. And I'm going for every PC Engine system boxed. And so I do have a shuttle, and I was able to finally find a shuttle in the box for a really nice price. This one is minty. It comes with all the styrofoam and everything. And the box is in really nice condition. So if you guys are looking for a shuttle, hit me up, because I'll have a loose one for trade, but check it out. This is a PC Engine shuttle in the box. Has manuals and everything inside. All the styrofoam is perfect. Little baggies and instructions and all that. Really, really cool to have this. Very, very excited to add this to the collection. So yeah, so my spare shuttle will be for sale or for trade after all. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that if you guys are interested. A couple of last items here. There's a gentleman named Ryu on the Facebook groups who messaged me asking me if I needed this. And these things are like usually $200 or up. Sometimes you'll find them for like $150. And I said, heck yes, how much do you want for this? He sold this to me for, I believe, $50 shipped, which is kind of funny because that's an inside joke there. But super happy to add this. And these are the wireless controllers. What's amazing about these, in their perfect condition, and I opened it up and they're new. They've never been used. Baggies are all sealed, everything. So to get this for 50 bucks from him, awesome. So thank you, Ryu, if you're watching. Thank you so much for this. I'm super excited to have this in the collection. And these are the wireless controllers. Comes with the sensor and the controller itself. You could buy optional controllers as well. Those are like, I've seen them for like 50 to 80 bucks as well. And you could do up to, I think, 5 players wirelessly, I believe. Not sure, but yeah. In the back you can see the instruction on how to hook it all up. So super, super excited to have that. Now this next item is a holy grail item. An item I thought I'd never own, let alone boxed. And the opportunity came, landed on my lap to get this, jumped on it right away, and I'm super excited to get this. I probably got this for like half of what it normally goes for. But you never see these boxed. You'll see them loose, and even loose they're like $500 to $800. And I got this one boxed and complete, manuals, recapped, everything in mint shape. And yes, that is the PC Engine LT. For many of you who don't know, it's basically, it's not a Turbo Express. It's basically a small little like laptop. It opens up like a little laptop, but it has the built-in TV tuner, has the controllers on it, and it's you could kind of see what it looks like here. And it has an antenna, a little screen, a bigger screen than the Express, HuCard slot, and it actually has the expansion port, so you can actually plug this into the Super CD-ROM and all that. Really, really cool to have this. Super excited. And like I said, I didn't pay anywhere near what these normally go for. I got a really good price on this, and super excited to have this in the collection. Total holy grail piece. I had a couple of items like it was either this or Darius Alpha that I wanted to get, and I got this. Hopefully Darius Alpha will pop up maybe like later next year. Don't want to drop more cash. I think I already dropped too much cash, but actually a lot of this stuff will be paid off, or I'll actually make my money back once I sell like the dupes and stuff like that, you know, like the SuperGrafx and the shuttle and the previous stuff in the video. So there'll be a lot of stuff for sale in the next few weeks. So if you guys need anything, let me know. I try to get back to PMs as quick as I can. Sometimes I forget, I get busy. So excuse me, sorry guys if I miss your email or your message. Just keep at it, keep hitting me up. There's a couple other items coming in, and a couple items that I do have. There's another item that I have straight from the offices of TTI, which is Turbo Technologies, the company that took over for Turbografx. Some pretty cool items that are like straight from their offices that I'll show you guys later. Or maybe it's something that I have to do maybe a video on it on its own, just so you guys could check it out, because it'll be a long video. But just kind of want to go through some of the stuff that I picked up and some of the holy grail items that I was able to get and add to the collection. So other than that, things have been good. A lot of good pickups out there. Like I said, just gotta find other avenues to get stuff. Be cool with your community, you know, and your fellow collectors. You know, make good trades. You know, don't be a lowballer, and they'll take care of you. As you can see, I got a lot of good stuff. So that's about it, guys. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm gonna go relax, gonna drink some ice water and chill out. Maybe go on the internet and make some more moves. We'll see. But until next time, guys, this is Syphic. Hopefully you guys are having some good finds out there as well. And until next time, take care. Lates.